Hi, my name is Verity Lee and I'm the Vice Principal of Sunnyside Spencer Academy. Our school is located in Nottingham in an area of high deprivation. We have 56% of children who are PP, and many children join us well below the chronological age with communication and language underdeveloped. A high proportion of our children have social services involvement, and pupil mobility is high due to poor social housing. We also have 26% of children who are EAL, with an increased number of pupils joining us from Hong Kong and from the Ukraine. Over 20% of our pupils have special educational needs. So that makes it really clear to us that reading should always be at the core of everything we do. And it's always our first priority every year. We've been using Reading Plus for the past 3 years across Key Stage 2 classes, alongside our whole class reading lessons, and also our drop everything and read enjoyment lessons at the end of the day. We recognised that we needed something additional that pupils could use independently and at home or at school to improve their comprehension, fluency and stamina. We took part in a study with Derby Research School where we measured the progress of pupils who used the programme and those who didn't. Our school findings were that all but one child left our Year 6 class at or above their chronological age for reading. Here are just some examples of the successes that we've had as part of their project. So not only did we monitor the scores that the children were achieving during their SATs, we also monitored their enjoyment levels, their attitudes to reading, and also could they demonstrate that stamina where they could get to the end of a SATs paper. So are they able to read 3 different pieces of text and answer all of those questions within that hour time limit? So again, that focus of stamina. So you can see here a child with EAL. They were actually new from Hong Kong. They had no language. They started with the vocabulary section of Reading Plus, and then obviously once that vocabulary was built, they were able to then start accessing the text. So you can see here that they didn't reach the end of the paper. However, the accuracy of their the questions was much better, and they achieved 40 marks by the end of the year. A child with special educational needs here, you can see at the beginning they did not reach the end of the paper in the first 2, but by the end of the year again they were reaching the end of the paper and they were achieving over that expected score of 30 and 31. This is a child who is PP and EAL, and again you can see at the beginning of the year they were struggling with that stamina to get to the end of the paper, and by the end of the year they were getting to the end of the paper and they were accurate. Thank you for listening.